Anybody remember the special code word we use over the loudspeaker to let people know there's a fire in the building without freaking everybody out?
The young man lit his shirt on fire before he...
Okay, we've got one contestant ready to go.
Sure, yeah.
We're almost at places. 10 seconds.
Bon voyeur. We need a party check.
That's right.
Hey, are you
6,
really God?
5,
Yes, I am.
Go to black.
4,
Impersonated. Look for the new Bible action figure, Larry the Leper, parts sold separately.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I've been pants-free since 1994. Playing by yourself? Well, at least you won't come in second. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Fat Jim's Weasel Jerky, now with 50% less hair.
Okay, let's light this sucker. Let's begin with a food pyramid scheme. If the Tomb Raider franchise created a sequel called Lara Croft Food Pyramid Raider, what relic would Lara Croft find at the bottom? The sacred bowl of vegetables, the scroll of fruits, the crown of grains, or the amulet of beans? Funny, the vegetable chose the vegetables. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, assuming that is you were raised by a stupid tree. The correct answer is, the USDA has grains at the bottom of their food pyramid, stating you should have 6 to 11 servings of it per day. Meanwhile, the United States Department of Awesome states you need to have 6 to 11 servings of high fives in order to have a balanced day of fun. Coming up next, looking for Mrs. Right Away. You know, I get pretty lonely doing all this hosting, so I posted a Craigslist ad looking for love from a celebrity. Here it is. Single male seeking actress from the dark continent. Must love role-playing. I'll be your victim if you'll be my serial killer. Promise to j'adore you forever. No fatties, please. Who'd be my best celebrity match? Penelope Cruz, Rachel Weisz, Charlize Theron, or Uma Thurman? That was pretty unwise. Hey! Uma! No, Penelope just doesn't fit the criteria I laid out in this ad. Sorry, Penelope, you're just gonna have to find a way to go on living without me. No, I'll get this. Born in South Africa? Check. Played a serial killer and monster? Check. Model for j'adore ads? Check. People say I'm shooting for somebody way out of my league. Well, I have 2 words for them. Yeah, whatever the name of that 90-year-old guy was who married Anna Nicole Smith. And now, to sleep, perchance to not be awake. If the snooze button on Rip Van Winkle's alarm clock gave him 10 extra minutes of sleep, how many times would he have to hit it to sleep for 20 years? A little over 100,000 times, a little over 1 million times, a little over 10 million times, or a little over 100 million times? Are you familiar with the expression, you snooze, you lose? How about the expression, you lose? You gotta be familiar with that expression by now. According to my calculations, you're so far off that... Okay, now you've broken my calculator. Were you thinking of this one? Taking into account leap years, etc., Rip Van Winkle would have to hit the snooze button about 1,051,920 times, give or take. And don't write in saying something like, oh, it's actually 1,051,921 or 1,051,922, because for your choices I gave you a margin of error of several million, so chill out. Next, caffeine! And it's a this or that. I'm gonna list off 7 names. For each one, I want you to tell me if it's a flavor of tea from Celestial Seasonings or a Vin Diesel movie. If it's tea, press the square button. If it's diesel, press your circle button. Right answers will get your heart pumping and your brain racing. But wrong answers will be as soothing as a Vin Diesel movie. And we'll let this question steep for 30 seconds. All right, let's get started. Morning Thunder, Fast and Furious, Tension Tamer, Fast Lane, Pitch Black, Red Zinger, Awakenings. You did so well, even better than Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan. Much like Vin Diesel's acting, your performance was just good enough. That wasn't so much Fast and Furious as it was slow and ridiculous. Oh God, terrible. People often tell me I look like Vin Diesel's teabag. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Try this on for size. H-O-T-T, that spells hot. T. If the Red Hot Chili Peppers are pretty hot, which band is the hottest? The Jalapeno Hot Chili Peppers, the Bootjalokia Hot Chili Peppers, the Poblano Hot Chili Peppers, or the Habanero Hot Chili Peppers? That answer was blander than an English taco. Don't you ever suck my kiss. Your cash is going to be given away now. This would have worked. With a rating of over 1 million on the Scoville Spice Scale, this Indian pepper is the hottest red chili pepper in the world. I once ate 7 of them on a dare in college, which is why I now have to feed myself through my navel. That'll bring an end to our first round, where you pretty much crapped your pants. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And lest you forget, our wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting to be picked. All right, let's get back to it. Up next, Mom's the Word. I know this is kinda corny, but I'd like to take a moment to say that I love my mother very much. And also that she's a friggin' liar. Which of these things that my mother told me is actually true? Reading in low light will damage your eyes. Gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. Drinking orange juice will help prevent a cold. Or, it's dangerous to swim for an hour after eating. Hello? Gum, in fact, does not digest, but it doesn't stain your stomach. It just passes right through, so there's no real danger in swallowing it. Mom! It's also dangerous to swim if you're really dumb. It may cause eye strain at worst, but it doesn't cause any permanent damage, Mom! Oh, honestly. Reading in low light won't damage your eyes, gum doesn't stain your stomach longer than anything else, and swimming after eating won't give you cramps. But Mom was pretty much telling the truth when she said that orange juice and vitamin C in general can at least help ward off a cold. Also, I'm pretty sure Sparky wasn't sent to a special farm for awesome dogs. Here's one I like to call, I'm self-conscious about my Harry Potter. Which of these Harry Potter characters has the least melanin in his hair? Albus Dumbledore, Rubeus Hagrid, Sirius Black, or Ron Weasley? I'm going to call you who must not have brains. Cassius Tacius away us. It's so obvious. Dumbledore has white hair, which is caused by the absence of melanin. I'm sure he could just create a spell to darken his hair, but he's probably afraid he'll just end up looking like one of the guys from ZZ Top. No, Weasley isn't right. But you just weaseled your way into winning a generous supply of Weasel Jerky from Fat Jim's Weasel Jerky. It's technically edible. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Say hello to throwing your voice away. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I keep smelling wood varnish.
Oh, it's my powerful new cologne.
Oh, Billy.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me. You know, Cookie, someday I'll be the one in charge.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure you'll always be the dummy.
I beg to differ. I'll rise to the first in command, like, which of these presidents was vice president before he was president? James K. Tolk, George W. Bush, Narton Van Buren, or Benjamin Franklin? Let me guess. You narrowed it down to the two you'd never heard of before. No, you're trottedly thinking of Duddy's dad. Duh. Benjamin Franklin? What? He was never president or vice president, you moron.
Smart people choose this.
You bet. Narton Van Buren was vice president before he became president of the United States.
But Billy, I'm not a president. I wasn't elected to be your ventriloquist.
Yeah, nobody would vote for you.
So, I'm not going anywhere.
Unless you meet with a horrible accident.
You somehow managed to be even creepier than most puppets, Billy.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm not nice.
Here's one for you. My pies bring all the boys to the shop. If Mrs. Lovett's Pie Shop were to get reviewed on Yelp, what would be her average rating? 1 star, rude customer service and I found mud in my pie. 3 stars, decent fruit pies, you must get the snozberry. 4 stars, whipped cream pies have me whipped. 5 stars, the meat pies are to die for. Time is short. Here's mud in your pie. Willy Wonka. Want to see the right answer? Mrs. Nellie Lovett is Sweeney Todd's partner in crime. She puts his victims into her meat pies. Just another reason to always trust Yelp.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming? Question time.
Bucker up for 30 Stonefeller Plaza. Which one of these 30 Rock cast members would weigh 30 stone? A 3-pound baby Tracy Morgan, a 90-pound dieting Judah Friedlander, a 420-pound very pregnant Tina Fey, or a 2,000-pound Alec Baldwin? You clearly do not live every week like it's Shark Week. Are you kidding? The glasses alone weigh 50 stone. What are you trying to say? The man is a gentleman. Now pay attention. 1 stone equals 14 pounds. So a 30 stone Tina Fey would weigh 420 pounds. Oh boy, if Tina Fey's character weighed 420 pounds, I bet Tracy Morgan would say something really outrageous. I bet he would. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. $4,000 if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose $4,000. But keep this in mind.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. You've changed, man. I thought I knew you. I really did. Good luck. all she wrote! Kick butt. Don't ever change. Have a great summer. Keep in touch. See you next year. Smooches! That score was real, and it was spectacular. For all you foodies out there, I definitely say that performance was cooked medium well. And for all you raw vegans, I'd say that performance was, well, baked. No, wait, fried. No, not fried. Harvested. Yeah, harvested. Your performance was, harvested? So, yes. The score equivalent of riding a moped to a Harley convention. You were once a big failure, but I've magically transformed you into a decent player. Oh, and I also gave you laser eyes. Come on, who doesn't want laser eyes? Hey, don't feel too bad about your negative score. I mean, where would we be without the word negative? I mean, really, we wouldn't have batteries, right? Or movie reviews? Oh, and there wouldn't be a cool way to say no in Army speak, like negative Ghost Rider negative. So there's that. And, oh, who am I kidding? That was awful. That was awful. Hey, don't worry. You're still, what I mean to say is you're not dead yet. So you've got that going for you, which is nice. You can open your eyes now. You're still a dope. With hooves?
You don't know Jack!
That'll do it, folks. What's going on, Donnie?
Okay, give me a piece if you'd like to engage in another tourniquet of wits.
I joined because I was looking for adventure.
I joined because I wanted a challenge.